I'm not the most talkative interviewee, so he might do the majority of the talking. As soon as he's done doing what he's doing.
Yeah, I'm just about there.
Which station do you work for?
WZIP with the
So
university.
you say you're filming? So I probably don't want to be eating during this, right?
Oh man, I'm not using the video for anything.
Oh, okay, cool. Then shoot, I'm ready.
Just first, can I get your names again? Just for
Dave Katz.
Steve Sweeney.
with Ekoostik Hookah. First question: how'd you guys come up with the name Ekoostik Hookah?
Want me to tell him?
Sure. Yeah, I wasn't even there.
Myself and another guy who's no longer in the band. We're hanging out trying to think of the name of a name. We're just throwing things around, which is kind of a weird thing to do when you're trying to name a band. And we were in my living room and I had a hookah, like a brass hookah that I brought back from Egypt on my shelf, and looked at it and was like, hookah, that's a cool name. And we wanted to put something with it. So we thought of Appalachian Hookah, which sounded good, but it made us sound like a bluegrass band. And then we thought of brass hookah, which it was, to make it sound like we had horns. And then we thought acoustic hookah sounds good, but it makes us sound acoustic, which we're not. And then we looked up the meaning of the word acoustic, which is sound as it is heard. And we was like that. We were like, that's perfect. So acoustic hookah, and that's why we spell it phonetically.
Nice.
To bring out the actual meaning of.
How long has your band been together? With all, not excluding like people have dropped out or.
Like the current lineup.
Yeah.
Since 2010. But the band started in '91.
Okay, let me ask this for you specifically. What was your first instrument as a kid?
Piano.
Piano?
Me too.
How old were you guys?
I was 5.
3 or 4, something like that.
So when did you guys decide that you guys just want to be musicians?
When I stopped growing and couldn't play professional sports. For me, anyways. What about you?
I don't know. I think we were already doing it before I realized that it could be done for a living.
It was decided for you.
Yeah, I didn't know what else to do, and I couldn't do anything else. My parents thought I should get a job, and I've never had to. But I thought about it for a while.
So what came of those thoughts?
What?
What came of those thoughts? What jobs?
Oh, I put them away.
Put them away.
Yeah.
When did you guys meet Dan and his wife?
Just Dan and his wife?
Songbird and I are about 6 months together. I've known
They
these
got married
guys.
really quick.
I've known these guys since like '91.
Nice.
I did their first 3.5 years, and then I took off to learn how to do audio for real. I came back and it was October 29th, 2001.
Nice.
Shanker Hall.
Really?
Shank Hall,
Shanghai in Wisconsin?
Wisconsin.
He was our first
It's a little,
sound guy, and we hope he'll be our last.
Stonehenge?
Yeah, with the tiny little
The tiny little Stonehenge?
Tiny little Stonehenge.
You guys ever played with Fish, Grateful Dead, anything like that? Widespread Panic?
We played with Widespread Panic a couple times. We played with members of the Grateful Dead, but obviously not with the Grateful Dead. I think we played with the other ones once, didn't we?
Yeah.
At Blossom, and then we played with Rat Dog a bunch of times. Who else? Fish? No, we never played with anybody. No, that's not true. We played with Fishman when he was with Jazz Mandolin Project.
Right.
So I guess we have played with him, but
missed
not
those
with
guys.
Fish.
They were so good.
So,
Yeah, Jamie.
Jamie.
Jamie Macefield.
Fun.
We scared them though. They're scared of us now.
Yeah, it's because we had Jamie was like sitting in with us. He was like, "What do you want to play?" He's like, "Anything." So we played Find Out with him.
Right.
He played Find Out on mandolin. That was good.
Well, we scared them because we partied a lot harder than they did too. So.
Then they had imagined that you could.
How'd you guys party harder than them?
When we get in a mood, we can put away some beer.
That's awesome. Do you guys like cover songs or like ever?
Yeah.
What would you say band do you do it the most of, if any?
Well, part of the art is not, is spreading it around enough that nobody, says, oh, well, they play all these covers by this band or that band.
Yeah, I don't think we've done more than. I mean, if you look back at all the songs we've played so many songs. I look at the list and I don't even recognize some of the songs. I don't know what they are or who they were by or
Remember them,
anything.
I don't remember playing them.
Well, a lot of times it's like if Vince Herman was sitting in with us from Leftover or something like that, he would just take over the stage and we'd play like 4 songs that I've never heard before, or something like that. But I'd say that we probably never played more than a couple, maybe 3 songs by any band in particular, like and kept it in the rotation or anything like that. I really can't think of any band that we've done a lot of covers by.
Oh, what's your favorite song that you guys have?
Oh, that changes.
If any.
That changes every night. Yeah, I mean, that just changes all the time. I couldn't even begin to answer that.
I mean, Dave's writing so much right now that my favorite tune could show up next week.
Usually my favorite song is the last one I wrote until like for a couple of weeks or a month or something, and then it kind of falls into every other song.
Sarge has been writing a ton as well.
Oh, what goes into your songwriting?
What's that?
What goes into your songwriting?
I wish I could explain that, but I can't. There's no process like that I use or anything like that. It just kind of happens. I wish I could like explain it. That'd be great because maybe I could like teach it to somebody.
Hey, remember we used to feed you full of peyote and tie you up in a sleeping bag and leave you in the woods for a while and come out with a song?
Yeah. No, I don't remember that. It just kind of happened.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
For you, man, how do you guys decide what songs to play in a show? Or you just kind of go with it, or?
It's pretty off the cuff. I mean, we don't plan anything. We'll plan like usually just one song, just what are we gonna start with, and then go from there. Dave does a lot of the work involving that.
I just kind of like, a lot of times it's what I feel might fit best at the time, although not everybody